Yep, we are in Washington State, y'all. Beautiful, just beautiful.
Oh, this one's for my dad, since spent a few days up in the Pacific Northwest and going down to California, but he liked, back when rap was new and it was just kind of a fun thing, I think it was Sir Mix-a-Lot, and there's a song, One Time's Got No Case, and the line is, the King County cops won't quit on a brother who's rolling legit. King County, Washington, Seattle. So.
Oh, they won't prosecute on people who are rolling logs.
Right. Yeah, and the King County Rangers won't quit on a herper who's rolling legit.
Legit logs. This is just a little city park. Long-toed, y'all.
Western long-toed salamander.
Woo! That was probably like the 5th log we flipped.
Yeah, 5th or 6th.
Wow, and those are ambystamids, right?
Yep, they breed. We're here at kind of the edge of a marshy pond outside Tacoma.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Look at that yellow stripe, man.
Look at that. Would you just look at that?
Awesome.
Hold on. Let me focus. Here we go. Whoa. Those are beautiful.
Huh.
Lizards, yeah, that's our code word. Alright, here's this long-toed salamander. And this is a dream come true for me to be in Washington State. I've wanted to come here for at least a decade. Oh man. This was under about probably the 5th log we flipped. Nathan flipped this one. Is that, did they get bigger than this? Or is that
I think that's about as big as they get.
Okay.
Yeah, long-toed salamanders are typically smaller, ambystoma.
Okay. I think they stack up kind of close to ringed salamanders. I like that green.
Yeah, it's like a greeny yellow.
Yeah.
It's not really yellow. So that's western long-toed, folks, which is the one they have in western Washington, western Oregon, on the western slope of the Cascades. And yeah, breeds in this little pond marsh thing next to us.
Alright, here's a close-up shot.
Western long-toed on moss.
Awesome. Beautiful, just beautiful. Cool little centipede here. Looks kind of like our salamander. Oh, it's like one of those flat millipedes. Smell like almond extract. Just got a couple more long toads underneath these logs. These are a little bit bigger. This one has more that green color. I wonder if that's a male-female pair. That one has like a broader head and this shorter and stockier. My guess is this one is the male. Yeah, actually I do think that's a male. This one's probably female. Look! He's so close to us. Oh, serious?
No, I'm just kidding.
Ha! These long shows are everywhere. We have found 10 so far. Oh man, they're so cool. But we are now focusing our efforts onto the northwestern salamander.
California Pacific, and this one is just regular Pacific.
Okay, Nathan's saying that this one's just a regular Pacific tree frog.
So we are out on the Olympic Peninsula in western Washington, and this is a western red-backed salamander. They resemble the red-backed salamanders we have back east, the southerns and the easterns. I'll just note, this one's huge. That's probably equal to about the biggest redback I've ever seen in Michigan. And Bethany and I were talking on the way here. We're a little mystified by how the relationship among these works. And we're in beautiful habitat, by the way, huge trees. But how does a little plethodon salamander with a home range of like a couple square meters disperse over the Great Plains, the Rockies, and there's two just disjunct populations, one mostly east of the Mississippi, and one just west of the Cascades in Oregon and Washington. So, anyway, but western redback. So this is, we're still in that same redwood forest, or not redwood, but old growth forest in Washington. And this is in Oregon and Satna. They live on the coast from about Mendocino County, California, all the way north to the Canadian border. And they're abundant in some places, and this is one of them. So.
You're a narrator. We found a Torrent Salamander. Oh man, they're like one of my favorites. So cute.
And not just any torrent.
And they're so unique. Oh, this has spots.
Yeah, this is not just any torrent. It is an Olympic Torrent Salamander. These only live on the Olympic Peninsula of Washington, in small streams, just like any Torrent Salamander subspecies does. But we're looking for these.
Oh, look at the habitat too.
Two other Torrent Salamanders. Yeah, Bethany flipped this one, and you notice the like bright yellow belly. That's kind of unique to the Olympic torrents as well, as opposed to the southern torrents.
Hold it still, careful.
See,
there you go. All right.
Just bright yellow.
So that's unique to the other ones? I thought the other one did.
It does?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not unique.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, look how they're so like rounded and chubby.
Yeah,
and their feet are kind of like almost webbed. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would call them webbed, but.
And then the Olympics are known for these little white flecks on the side.
Yeah, it's got the white flecks and like black spots. Huh. Oh, it's like a Stellar's Jay, I think. Whatever. And there's this cool bug. Look at this little bug. And just look at it. It's like a, who knows? It's like something you'd go fly fishing with. Alright, I'm gonna get some, pictures and find another one.
Yep.
Y'all, is this not the cutest salamander ever or what? I love it. So beautiful. It's so cute. Awesome habitat too.
What's that?
No, I'm just laughing at you.
Oh, okay. Don't get a video of me. Get the waterfall. That's Merriman Falls here in Olympic National Park. And here at the base of it, we're going to be, Olympic National Forest. Here at the base of it, we're going to be looking for Torrent and Cope's giant salamander.
Some people come to Merriman Falls to see the falls.
Other people come to see the Cope's giant salamanders. So.
Ooh. No way. Dude, was that your first rock that you flipped?
That was my first big rock, and I didn't even see it. I just felt it, and it was huge, so I just pulled it up. Are you videoing?
Yeah, I am.
And
oh, that's a hellbender.
This is a Cope's giant salamander, folks. They live in streams like this, and they never transform out of the larval phase. So this is a larvae, but it's the size of an adult coastal giant.
You have 3 of those, you can have a Shih Tzu.
Yeah, 3 of these is a Shih Tzu. Look at the eyes on that.
Okay, hold on. Wow, that like literally looks like a puppy dog. Hold on. Oh man, doesn't have any pattern though.
Yeah, that's how most of them are.
Oh.
And these are unique to the Olympic Peninsula of Washington,
okay, hold it
and
still,
there are a couple populations in Oregon.
Oh. Awesome. Wait, that one doesn't even look... Does it have gills and stuff?
It would if I put it underwater.
Oh, okay. Don't let it go.
Kind of.
Wow, that's a hellbender.
Practically.
Whoa. Good job, Nathan.
Thank you.
Oops. And here's where we found it. Alright, here's our Cope's giant underwater. You can see the gills a little bit better. They're very small. Here's another torrent. Here's kind of
I'm really glad we got that coach giant.
Yeah, me too. Alright, I just flipped this larval coastal giant right here. It's very, very small, but it's got the same like puppy dog eye look to its head. Here, do you want to get it close up? Is that good?
There we go, yes.
Alright. So, yeah, it's forward facing eyes, large head, square snout. Alright. Oh boy.
And they might be waking up. So this is a dun salamander, Plethodon dunni, unique to northern Oregon, southern Washington, distinguished from the redback by the stripe being more yellow than red. The head shape's a little different, and I don't know, just to me the body proportions look a little different too. But dun salamander, they like moist areas, stream margins, you know, woods very near streams, and that's where Bethany flipped this guy.
Under this tiny log here.
Yep.
Nathan caught a larval Columbia torrent salamander.
No, he didn't. He found it. Bethany caught it.
Well, yeah. Nathan found it, I caught it. Here's the habitat. So we seem to have good luck finding them under partially submerged rocks. That way they have something to like cling to. Because if it was completely underwater, they wouldn't have anything to, I guess, keep them from washing away. So.
An unbelievable waterfall.
This is a cool lodge. Man, so many people. Wow, that is pretty though.
Oh, wow. Yep. Get that on.
Oh, I got it. Oh, that was a weird looking dog.
This is a large mountain salamander, unique to the western slope of the Cascades in Oregon and the very southern tip of Washington. They look very much like redback salamanders, but you'll notice the chevron pattern and the slightly paler coloration, I would say, or deeper hue. Small plethodon, and they like talus slopes. This one is seen here in the Oregon Cascades.
Alright y'all, Nathan just caught this torrent salamander under his first rock.
This is a Cascade torrent salamander, and they live in the Cascade Mountains of Oregon and Washington.
Look how pretty that is, y'all.
So yeah, we're here at a waterfall, and these torrent salamanders usually live in the splash zones of waterfalls, and this subspecies is unique to the Cascades of western Oregon, and I think just Oregon. I don't think they really get into Washington. But
that's awesome.
Cascade torrent salamander.
Nice job. So
that's all four.
That's all four of our torrents.
Yep.
Gee, that's awesome.
And he was not in that mainstream. He was just in a little seep.
Yeah.
Inside.
They seem to like the smaller seeps better.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Here, let me get a video of the small seep.
Okay.
They like this small stuff, and they got to be under partially submerged rocks. Nothing more, nothing less. But it's got to have some water flow with partially submerged rocks. That's pretty much the secret.
Yep.
None of these large streams like that. That's too big. Nathan found a third adult torrent salamander. This one was under a log, and the second one he found was a larva. Same habitat. Here is a beautiful, beautiful dun salamander that Nathan found. This one's a lot more classic duns than the first one we found this morning.
nice duns.
Yep.
All right.
Here's another Larch mountain salamander. This one has really good chevron patterns on its back. Here is a huge Dunn's salamander. Woo! Alright, we are in a wooded city park, and Nathan flipped this northwestern garter and this Oregon Insatina. We're looking for slender salamanders. Oh! Alright, Nathan found this awesome Oregon slender salamander. This is probably the prettiest slender salamander. And Nathan just found a second one. And this is like part of their defense. They coil up kind of like a centipede. And I'm assuming, I'm just kind of like guesstimating that they're trying to imitate centipedes because there's so many centipedes around here. I love their calico color. It is beautiful. Alright, can I see the second one?
Yeah.
Here is the second one Nathan found. Right next to the first.
Mm-hmm. And these are interesting because they live primarily in the Cascade Mountains, and for a long time were thought only to live in pristine old growth. But we're here in a suburb of Portland where they've been found just along riparian bottoms in forests like the one we're in. And there's a subdivision 30 yards that way and about 50 yards that way. And here are two Oregon slender salamanders. It's kind of bizarre.
They're so beautiful. So is it a known fact that they're like imitating centipedes with that coiled shape, or what? What's the theory on those?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the Batratroceps genus to say what the theory is on that. That's one. Another is maybe just make yourself look smaller and don't move for predators that are driven by eyesight. Insert Jurassic Park meme here.
Oop. Awesome find. This one's probably been the toughest yet.
Yeah, besides the Van Dykes,
Which we didn't find.
Yeah.
Yeah. You stayed up till like how late?
Probably 11:30 doing some last minute research.
Yeah.
Because the spots I thought would pan out didn't, but I found this one through some sleuthing last night, and Oregon Slender.
Nathan's pretty tired, so.
Yeah, I am. If I sound monotone, that's the reason.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Nathan, what did you find?
This is a juvenile clouded salamander, Anites farius, and we are in the Oregon.
Is it very nefarious?
It's a very nefarious farius, and you can see his hat is on backwards today, so he's going by cloudy. It's a clouded salamander, and we're in the Oregon Coast Range. And these are associated with clear cuts like the one we're in.
Well, they're not really necessarily, that's like not really their natural habitat, but that's the only way you can find them because they live up in the trees, so when there's a clear cut they fall down to the ground.
And then the bark that's on top of the logs, if you can peel it back, that's usually where you find them, and it's where we found this guy. So beautiful little Anites clouded salamander.
This is really awesome. There are tons of ants all over this tree that was bored by, I don't know, some kind of woodpecker or something. But this is like really cool. There's so many ants. Let's see, like there's a whole...
The mighty redwoods the red rough-skinned newt crawls tonight. In the redwoods, the mighty redwoods, the newts they crawl tonight.
Okay, Nathan.
So, yeah, this is a rough-skinned newt.
And we were just talking about, like, oh, cool. We were thinking we weren't going to find one because we've been out here for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not think we were going to see one. We were on our way back to the trailhead, kind of lamenting, okay, well, at least we could find them in Sonoma County or whatnot. Wow. That is a fat one.
Fat, rough-skinned newt.
Look, fat, you're too old to vote for me.
Look, fat, you're too old to live in the redwoods.
That's old.
That's old. Terratia granulosa.
And these have the same toxins as those blue-ringed octopus, right?
I think so, yeah. So you do not want to eat this. And if you're ever camping up in the Pacific Northwest, like Washington or Oregon, and you're boiling coffee in the morning, and you have water, you better check that there's not a newt that got into your water.
Oh. Wait, what if you took water from a newt breeding pond?
I think you'd probably be okay there, but if there was a newt that crawled into your pot and then you boil it.
When is that going to happen?
Maybe it's an old legend or something I'm misremembering, but I think a couple people have done that. And it's been the end of them. So,
yeah, no kidding.
Anyway, but rough-skinned newt here crawling across the trail on a rainy 50-degree Central Oregon day.
All right. Alright, here's a tiny salamander that I just flipped, and we don't really know what it is because we've never seen any salamander that has yellow legs like this. Very, very pretty. Kind of like a blue flecking. We're thinking it's probably a Siskiyou mountain, but we're not really sure. Nathan is saying that the young of the plethodons around here look like nothing like the adults. And we've never seen a picture of a baby Siskiyou mountain before, so we're kind of assuming that's what this is, but I don't know.
Could also be black.
Could also be a black. What's the exact species name on that?
I don't know. Either Klamath or Shasta black.
Klamath or Shasta black.
I don't know which subspecies they are.
And that would be anites, right?
Yeah, that would be.
Okay. It's hard to tell if this is anites or a plethodon by the head shape. Would either one of those be a lifer?
Shasta black.
Shasta. Okay, so if it's a Shasta, then that would be a lifer. Beautiful, beautiful with the yellow. Love that. So we're just kind of searching on this talus slope here. And that was under a rock. So the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking this might be an Insatna or something, because its tail is short. And it looks like there's kind of that constriction at the base of the tail. And at first I thought maybe it was because... At first I thought the tail was short because maybe it had popped off or something. But it doesn't really look like it has popped off. So, I don't know. Or it could be a new species that we gotta go. Here's a really cool Calypso orchid. Yeah.
This is a Siskiyou mountain salamander, Plethodon stormy, found in the very northern tip of California, on kind of a talus slope here in a mostly pine forest, which is interesting. But these guys are unique to just a small area on the California-Oregon border. It's kind of interesting, they're not on the endangered or threatened species list, even though there have been many petitions to put them there, despite the very restricted range. So I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind that, but very small home range, cool plethodon. You notice some of the just slight flecking on the sides, predominantly brown color. So yeah, Siskiyou mountain salamander.
Y'all, we just found the Klamath black salamander. This is in the 90s. It's my favorite genus of salamander. And I flipped a log that had two of them underneath. and we've only been here looking for about 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Got an adult and a juvenile. And how many more of the black anites do we need, Nathan?
Just one, just the Shasta black salamander, hun.
Okay. This is a fun find. We kind of got skunked on the Scott Bar salamander. But yeah, like Nathan said, it's good to get our momentum back with these beautiful anites. Whoop. So we'll go ahead and take some pictures and they'll be on their way.
This is a Sierra Nevada ensatna, found out here in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains in central California, kind of west of Sacramento. And wow, what to say about this salamander? I'm at a loss for words. You can see its coloration. It's just downright beautiful. Probably one of the most beautiful salamanders in all of North America, with the orange legs, the reddish-orange spotting on the tail, and on the dorsum. Unique to the Sierra Nevada mountains of central California.
Nathan just rolled the jackpot.
That is a Sierra Nevada ensatna.
Yeah, look how beautiful that is.
Which
and
we've
look
already
how
seen
beautiful
this
that
morning.
is with the golden eyes and the red belly.
Is a Sierra newt. So that is
those eyes are beautiful.
Yes.
Look at those two beauties. Look at that, y'all. Can't get much better than that.
So it's the Sierra subspecies of the California newt. You notice his belly's like bright orange.
Sorry.
It's okay. His belly's like bright orange.
Nathan, can I have a horse?
A horse?
Now that you're in a good mood.
Anyway, these Sierra newts are also poisonous, like the rough-skinned newts further north.
Maybe we should just put them on the ground.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Ooh, I love these ensatnas. Those are so pretty.
Yeah.
But that is awesome too.
Yep.
Sierra
newt. And we're along a riparian zone in the Sierra Nevada.
At a non-waterfall.
Yeah.
The lamest waterfall ever.
Yeah, it was purportedly a waterfall trail, but it really wasn't. So here's our ensatna.
Yeah, we hiked
newt.
about 2 miles?
About 2.5 in, and there was no waterfall. But that's okay, because
like
there was a Sierra newt.
Beautiful. And the ensatna. Alright, Nathan just found this wandering salamander, and we have seen this species before back in 2019, but this is the only adult that we've seen, and this is an Anites, again my favorite salamander genus. They're semi-arboreal, and I love how their heads have like kind of like muscular definition on the top. They've got really cool head shape, kind of a streamlined body with frog-like toes to help them grip as they climb. And their tails are not as, I don't know, they're not as long as green salamanders out in the east. And those are, the green salamanders have prehensile tails. This one's not that prehensile. But we'll find by Nathan. We have a wonderful drinking fountain here with a slug attached. Hopefully it didn't crawl over the fountain itself. That'd be kind of gross. Here's another massive slug. This one looks ripe enough to make banana bread out of. I know these California slenders are really common, but this one is just so pretty. And they're so unique too. Like, That right there is where its hind legs are. How insane is that? So awesome. We have 2 rough-skinned newts here, and they were like on the surface. This larger one was like actually on top of the log that we were flipping.
The smaller one was just in the leaf litter to the side.
So these are both the same kind that we found at the waterfall? Wait, no, that was a Sierra newt, sorry.
Yeah, these are both the same kind we saw one individual of in Oregon earlier this trip. Although these are much darker.
Yeah,
specimens.
A lot more contrasting. Those are pretty.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty. Wow, the eyes are pretty too. At first I thought it was a red belly, but Nathan said that since the eyes are kind of gold.
Yeah, it's a rough skinned.
Yeah, so I will get some photos of those. Yep. Alright, here's a coastal giant salamander that Nathan found. And we actually found one of these kind of in an old clear cut in 2019. It was about 4 times this size. They get really big. Nathan said when he flipped this, he thought it was going to be a northwestern salamander for a split second. But yeah, this is kind of a juvenile. Nathan, did the larva, aren't the larvae about this big?
Yeah, almost that big. And this is the habitat we're in, folks. Coastal California.
Here is an orchid with a fly. And a lot of orchids are specialized to only like a certain type of pollinator. So maybe this fly is helping pollinate it. Pretty cool.